Hello friends, today I'm here to discuss about a very important communication error which we all do in our daily lives. We tend to sound less confident if we use the vocabulary described here. Hence I thought of making a video on simple hack to sound more credible and confident. Hence the name of the video is 3 easy ways to sound more credible and confident. Friends, regardless of your role, having great communication skills only improves your ability to lead. It helps you better motivate your team, create a culture of open and honest feedback, and keep people organized and on the right track. As someone who works in a teaching profession, I spend a significant amount of time figuring out the most effective ways to convey messages. I have noticed some of the bad habits people adopt in the workplace and the impact that changing these habits has on both the outcomes of the conversation and leaders' credibility and confidence. Here are 3 you can fix today to be a stronger leader at work. First, use don't instead of can't when turning down projects. For many people, saying no can be one of the most difficult skills to master and yet the most important one. How you say it is almost as crucial as saying it at all. Most people often use can't or don't when turning opportunities down, but one of the two is exponentially better than the other. When people say they can't do something, it shows limitations to their abilities. By using don't, it expresses power in the choice. For example, if you are presented with a new business opportunities that serve an audience not in line with your target demographic, instead of saying, I appreciate the opportunity but we can't take on this project now, say, we appreciate the opportunity but don't serve clients outside the entertainment industry. By phrasing your response in an empowering way, you reinforce the value of both yourself and your business. Second common mistake is stop writing sorry for the delays in emails. In 2016, journalist Marissa Miller retweeted, "Adulthood is emailing sorry for the delayed response, back and forth until one of you dies." Since then, tens of thousands have liked, retweeted, and shared her post across other social media platforms. To say it resonated would be an understatement. I have had people apologize to me for a delayed response within the same day of receiving my initial message. Crazy, right? Why are we so eager to apologize for being a reasonable communicator? It ultimately makes people sound weak and undermines their authority. Let's ban the phrase. Instead of writing sorry for the delay, say thank you for your patience. You can even elaborate, if appropriate, to include why you were delayed in responding. Thank you for your patience while I gather the information required to provide you with clear next steps. This one small change will enhance your perception as a competent, confident leader. The third and the last mistake, tell people you are focused instead of busy. How often do you hear colleagues talk about their business schedule? While I don't anticipate that changing anytime soon, we can improve the way we characterize our activities so our language honors our priorities. When people say they are busy, it sounds like their lives are out of control and they don't know how to manage their time. Instead of saying you are busy, clearly state your priorities. That means, I am so busy, our work is crazy right now, becomes, I am traveling for an event, or I am focused on developing 2 new client proposals. Putting yourself back in the driver's seat immediately makes you feel calmer and more in control. People often don't realize how the seemingly trivial things we can say significantly impact the way others perceive us. Making these small changes will increase your capacity to effectively lead others as well as work alongside them. Let's start empowering ourselves and in turn those around us by honoring our intentions, priorities, and full lives. That's it, friends. Goodbye.